pencils and packets out. iPads away. We don't need the iPad. Pretty simple on the math. Or you just keep them closed. It's those kids that you know. All right, Camila, we have our packet out. We're ready to go. Page 8, please. We're already recording. So yesterday on page 8, you had the top that you had to turn in, right? We're giving you stars for that. Very good. Okay, we are going to be moving on to letter D. Now, I remind you from yesterday, basically your quiz next week looks like this page. Okay? Are they going to be the exact same answers? Obviously not, but this is the same format, same type of questions on page 8. Okay, so we're going to start with letter D. What is the first thing you have to do these problems? Count the squares. All right, so let's give you a moment to count these squares and write the number inside the box. So literally, you're counting. Go for it. Keep counting. All right, let's see. Letter D. So, Jackie, when you count these little squares, how many do you get? When you count them on your paper, literally, I'll give you another 30 seconds. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, yes, Brandon, I needed to see a 9 somewhere on your paper. Because you're just counting boxes. Ethan, how many in figure 2?
7.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yes, 7. Jade and L, how many in 3? 5. All right. So then you're like, okay, the easiest part's done, where you literally count boxes. Now the hard part begins. Now, is it really hard? Absolutely not, right? So, Ruben, what am I changing by from here to here? Yeah, I'm subtracting by 2, which is the first time we've ever done a subtracting. So from here to here, it's another subtracting 2, right? So Sophia, what should I expect in figure 4? 3. Very good. Because I'm also subtracting 2. So you're just taking away 2, taking away 2, taking away 2. Victoria, what should I expect in figure 0 then? 11, right? Because I'm still having to figure out what number I can subtract 2 from to get 9. Stop. Orlando, sit correctly. So now I can quickly fill in my table. 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, right? And then Aaron, what would 5 be? 1, because I change by subtracting 2, right? Okay, so what did I change by? 2. But I'm subtracting 2 each time, right? So what would be my rate of change? Negative 2. Does it matter if I put 2 or negative 2? Yeah. You have to make sure you put a negative there. If you don't put a negative there, then everything else would be wrong. So whatever you're changing by, that's called the rate of change. Now, Margarita, what is my starting point? 11. Very good. Basically, figure 0 is your starting point. Good job. Jaden C. What is my equation for this problem then? Oh no. Let's rewind the tape. Hold on. Let me rewind and then you can say it. So again, because you're going to need this today. You're definitely going to need page 7 today. On page 7, we wrote, you always start with y equals, which he did, but what comes after? The rate of change. So whatever your rate of change is, then your x, then whatever your starting point is. So now, what's our equation? Has to be negative. Sorry, I didn't put the y equals because I wanted to make the negative too big, okay? If you put the y equals good, I just have to write a little bit bigger for all of you guys. So negative 2x plus 11. right? If you don't write the negative, it's all wrong. Why? Because I'm going to solve for 17. 17 is what kids miss the most on the test, which is why I make it worth most on the test. How do I find 17? You take your equation. I'm going to go over here on the side. My equation is y equals negative 2x plus 11, right? So that's my equation. I'm going to plug in your 17. So it'll be negative 2 times 17 plus 11, right? So write that down if you haven't done so. And then, yeah, so what's negative 2 times 17?
Negative 34.
Beautiful.
Negative 45, right?
No. Is it an addition sign? Yeah, I like it. I'm happy. Do we do keep change opposite? No, because it's an addition. So you look at it.
Negative 23.
Are the signs the same or are they different? They're different. So are you going to add or are you going to subtract? Subtract. But do I change it to subtraction? No. You just subtract like in the brain. So what's 34 minus 11?
Negative 23.
Why is it negative?
Because the biggest number is negative. What?
She's 2 weeks away from going into 8th grade and is calling negative 34 bigger.
Ain't no way. Oh, I mean. It's negative because there's more negatives than positives.
There's more negatives than positives. Don't ever say that. You're going to misrepresent Miss Lomelli if you say that negative 34 is bigger. They're gonna your 8th grade, your high school. Like, who'd you have for 7th grade? And then you're going to be like Lomelli, and they're going to be like, and then all of you are going to defend me and be like, she taught you that, Sophia.
What if I say Miss Ochoa?
I'm gonna expose her.
All right.
Using earphones.
Exposed with 14 days left of school.
Yep, that's exposed.
Okay, negative 23. Now, on the test, if you don't write negative 23, well, then it's all wrong, and that's the one that's worth the most points. Terrible. I'm going to add that question to the test. Which one is bigger?
When do we have our test?
Next week. Yeah, either Thursday or Friday of next week. So we're going to be doing this for one more week to like really hammer it in, and then I'll give you your very last test of the year. All right, let's graph it. 0, 11, 1, 9, 2, 7, 3, 5, 4, 3, 5, 1, right? What do we notice about this graph? It's going down, right? All of the graphs that we've done in the past have all been going up. This one's going down. So it's pretty cool. All right, go ahead and start letter E. Letter E is way easier than letter D. Letter E is easier. What's the first thing you have to do? Count boxes. Do this real fast because you seems like you guys get it. But I do have something new to add to this. Even though you all are great and you did it correctly, there is one thing that I didn't see in any of your papers that I checked. So I can't wait. All right, yes?
Would the last figure always be 17?
No. That's just the person who created this packet. They always like to use 17. Maybe it was their favorite number. This could be any number. It could be 30. It could be 27. It could be 100. It could be 38.
17 is my favorite number.
Because it's Justin's favorite number, they use 17.
It's Michael Jordan's favorite number.
I actually know it's Kobe Bryant.
Actually? It's already done.
I know.
8, Justin.
Or 24.
Or 24.
I got shoes to prove you.
Michael Jordan.
Okay, so what is my rate of change? Sorry, what is my rate of change? 1. What is my starting point? 3. So what is my equation? All right, yeah, I guess that could be right. That could be right, but it's not perfect. So this equation is correct, but there is a better way of writing
Oh, X.
this equation.
Oh, X plus 3.
Yes. So you don't have to write the 1. Are you like wrong? You're not wrong, okay? But you have to be able to realize that I can also write it as y equals x plus 3. Because what is the number that's invisible in front of your x?
1.
A 1. Will a textbook, a worksheet, write the number 1? No, they'll make it invisible. So when you don't see a number in front of it, it's not 0, it is 1. If this was 0, if the rate of change was 0, like it doesn't change at all, it's just 0, you would see a 0 there. Zeros are not invisible. 1s are invisible in this situation. Okay? Remember that in 5 minutes because you're needing it in 5 minutes. 0. Okay. So we're okay. Did you guys graph it? Pretty easy. I mean, at this point, the majority of you should be able to now do this and know and feel like, oh, this is something easy now. Now, again, I am recording, and I recorded yesterday's lesson, so if this doesn't feel comfortable to you, watch the 2 videos. Where can you find these videos? In the
YouTube.
Canvas, which will send you to YouTube, but it's in Canvas. And then you subscribe and like, and then you'll get notifications.
Yep, grow some subscribers.
We are going to go to page 11.
Miss, what if I give you a shout out on my YouTube?
All right, page 11, page 11, page 11. Okay, you are going to be working, Jaden, on this, and we're going to be making it worth a lot of million points. So I'm going to explain it to you, clarify anything that I've seen people make mistakes on, and then you're on your own. Okay, so read along as I read to you, but your eyes on your paper. Eyes on paper, not on me. Or the mosquito that's around here. Okay, Christy, Samantha, Connie, and Julie are 4 friends who work part-time in one of the concession stands at the arena. One Saturday, each girl earned $15. Over the next week, things happened. Christy earns an additional $3 per day. Samantha earns $1.50 per day. Connie spends $2 per day. And Julie neither spends any of her money nor earns additional money. Okay? How much money do all of these girls start with? $15. And they all do something different, right? So let's say your grandma gives you $15 you put in your pocket. Then on Monday, day 1, your mom gives you $3. How much money do you have now?
18.
Then day 2, mom gives you another $3. How much money do you have now?
21.
Okay, so like that. Okay, so that's for Christy. So here, Christy, on day 0, when she sees her grandmother, she now has $15 because grandmother gave her $15. Jaden, put that away. Seriously. Then mom gives her $3. So how much does she have in total?
18.
So here in this box, you would write the total, which is 18. And then how much do I keep adding?
23.
3. All right. Now you can work with someone who's actually going to be helpful to you, or you can work on your own. Ready to go.